Well, here I am at the Gen I Revolution homepage. I'll tell you the first thing that you always do once you get to this screen, go to the situation map. We need mission 3. Help Matt decide whether to continue formal education after he graduates from high school. All right, so once you read the objective, all right, and this is a really important mission. It's about opportunity cost and investing in human capital and helping Matt decide what to do. Now, you'll get there'll be the profile match questions you'll answer, and then, of course, the introduction. You can click on, when Monique asks you if you want to explore on your own, say that you do. I think the answer there is no, I want to explore on my own, because I'm going to show you pretty much what to do. So it's Rebecca and Miguel are your 2 operatives, so make sure you know that, Rebecca and Miguel. I will tell you, in this mission, there's a lot of different information that you're going to need. If I open up my backpack, so the first thing I pretty much want to do is do the 411, invest in yourself. Now I'm going to pause this. So I'm at this point in the 411, and here I've got my first real problem. There was a little matching game that I had to play, but suppose Matt decides to go to a private university rather than taking a full-time job as a carpenter's helper. What is his opportunity cost over 4 years? So I'm going to need to go into my backpack because I need to know 2 things. I need to know, to calculate his opportunity cost, what he would have made as a carpenter's helper over 4 years. And I need to find out what's the cost, what would be the cost of the tuition and fees to go to the private university. Just so we're clear, room and board is not going to be part of Matt's opportunity cost because he's going to have living expenses whether he's working as a carpenter's helper or whether he's going to this private university. So I'm going to open up my backpack, and I'll open up jobs and wages, and here is a list of jobs and wages, and you're going to need this. So once you get this open, the first time you need to use it, you can just minimize it. And I'm going to look for carpenter's helper. All right, so I can see that that's 23,060, and I'm going to need my calculator a little bit later because that's not the complete answer to what wages he gives up because it's over 4 years. So I'm just going to minimize that because I know I'm going to need it later. And then I want to look at college tuition. All right, so here, tuition and fees at private colleges and universities across the nation now averages $25,143 per year. Well, I'm going to have to do that over 4 years, and then I'm going to, obviously you should know that I'll be adding those 2 numbers together to calculate his opportunity cost. Okay, so I can close that. So I'm going to do that math. Now, in this run the numbers game, recall that I had you keep this jobs and wages thing handy. Of course, it's always in your backpack because now you're going to need the annual earnings, the median annual wages of 3 different professions. And this is actually pretty neat. You really see the difference education makes. And so make sure you pay attention to the problem. Calculate the estimated lifetime earnings of someone working 50 years in the jobs listed below based on current salary information. So you're going to fill in these numbers based on the median wages times obviously 50. Well, now that I finished the 411, I know the next thing I want to do is ask my operatives questions. So understand that there may be things within the environment right, that you'll need to click on. Here's the library too. The library has some stuff for you. Anytime something lights up. Here's educational attainment types. This, I think, might be the 411. No, it's not. Here we go. This is median income. You have that in your backpack as well. So I know that back in his bedroom, and whenever I want to change location, I just switch here. Oh, here's the career counselor's office too. Okay. Some information there. I think this might be that's the 411. So I'm going to X out of that. I'd say continue, but I'm gonna get out of there. If that ever happens, if you've already done the 411 and you accidentally open it again, you just do that. Here are jobs and wages. So sometimes in the environment you find things that help you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the operatives questions. Now, a lot of what's in your backpack you need both for, I think mostly for the battle questions. Pay attention to the math problems, how many years somebody's working. In this game, if you get a weekly salary, you're going to assume 52 weeks. So don't get caught up in that. So when you want to figure out a yearly salary and you've got a weekly salary, you're just going to multiply that by 52 and then by the number of years somebody's working. So you might, it might be helpful to have a little notepad where you can, keep some notes as you go along. But otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward mission, and I think it's a really important one because it tells you something about the opportunity cost of college, but certainly the opportunity benefit when you look at how much more you can earn over your lifetime. Okay, so I'm going to finish there. And when I say also, of course, technical school or any additional training after high school improves your human capital, and that's really the point of the mission. All right, so I think that's all we need. Remember that it's due this Friday.